Good afternoon. What is up, everybody? It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. How's it going? Hi, Jackie. Hi, Awen. Molly, Carrie. How's everyone doing? I just want to say thank you for Jordan for gifting a sub yesterday, even though he wasn't meaning to, but he accidentally gifted a sub, so thank you. And Carrie continuing Ernest's gift sub. What month is that? 18? No. My glasses. 15 months. 15 months. Yeah, we got some new emotes. Well, I had the slots left for tier 2 and tier 3s. And I was just chatting with Ray, and I was like, dude, I don't know what to put there. So now we've got big versions of the tier 2 and tier 3 emotes. So, if people want to use them, they can use them. If you're tier 2 and tier 3, that is. And of course, if you're a tier 1, you can use the spinning one, which has also been added. Once again, thanks to Ray. But I hope you've had a good day. As usual, going. It's always good to be going rather than not going. Hey, Gubbins! Look at him spin! He's going round and round. Oh, baby. Alright, so I'm a little bit stressed. I'm a little bit worried about this because I've never cooked a whole bird before. As you can see, we've got a boy here. A little lad. Well, like, it's not a lad, is it? It's a ladette. Is it a girl duck? I don't know. But yeah, this is my first time cooking a bird. I have cooked I've cooked joints of beef, I've cooked lamb, pork, I've cooked all sorts of things, but I've never actually done a whole bird like this. So this is new. And I was talking to my mum this morning, and she was like, I've never done a duck before, and I was like, oh, goddamn. This is uncharted territory. Bow, bow, bow. That's a good combo, eh, man? It works well. It works well. Olé. Need a quick favor? Roast these nuts. Fuck you, Lamau. Got him. I got me. The duck is pretty big. It is pretty big. And now I'm worried that, like, I'm not going to be prepared for this. You know what I mean? So the plan is I need to take its giblets out, stuff it, score it, cover it with some seasoning, and then we put it in the oven for like an hour and 20 minutes. But my worry is that it's not going to fit in my regular old oven dish. Yeah, it's way too thick. Or is it? I think it's going to be too thick. I don't think this one is going to be good either. That one's not long enough. Oh shit, man. Oh shit. I don't think this one works. Is it okay if it's like compact against the sides? Or does it need room to breathe? You made a dope. I'm glad you enjoy. You can use the big sombrero now. Samus with the gift sub. Thank you for the gift sub to Burek. Thank you very much, Samus. Sorry, alerts still don't work on my laptop. What if I just use a tray? Now, a tray would be good. It will work on a tray. I think we're going to have to go with the tray option here, guys. My only concern is that it's going to, like, build up the fat. But it's not going to overflow. Unless... Oh. How hot is this now that I've preheated this? Could I use this? Potentially? Could I use this? Could I use the grill? If I cover it with foil? Maybe? I just put it in the oven in the middle? What do you think? I'm going to give it a clean though. It's absolutely disgusting. Yo, Gubbins with 2 gift subs and 5 gift subs. That's 7. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. If I remove the grill, okay, because we've got to get this bird in sooner rather than later. If I give this a scrub and I put some foil down, I think I can do it on this, right? I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it a wash. We need to let this come up to room temperature anyway, the bird. So it's okay. We're alright for time. We're not in any sort of rush. So we're going to be doing a few different things today. We're going to be trying some new things. We're going to be doing some old favourites. Basically, what's new, you ask? Basically, so the duck is a brand new thing. I've cooked roast duck before. Holy shit, this is never going to clean, is it? I've cooked roast duck before, but I've only done like duck breasts. I've never done a whole bird of any sort. And I'd like to try and do a whole bird and then work my way up to like a big bird that's going to take like all day in the oven kind of thing. You know? Not Big Bird from Sesame Street, you know what I mean. I think that'll have to do. TBH. Alright. Yeah, so we're doing that. I'm also going to be making roast potatoes and roast parsnips, and I'm going to do them in duck fat, which I've done before. I did, if you remember, towards the end of last year. That's what I did. However, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do it in the air fryer. So we're going to see if this makes the food crispier. Because it did that with the wedges. We're going to see if it does it with this. Tuck that over like that. Do this. I actually do need to cut off a bit of foil here. I'm going to save that for a moment. So we're doing that. Also going to do some veg. Pretty basic. Basic veggies. But also I'm going to be making a gravy. So a masala gravy, essentially using vegetables that have been roasted with the duck. Okay, and then we're going to be mixing that with chicken stock and masala, which is alcohol. And it's supposed to make like a gravy. Okay, so that's the plan. Worst case scenario, I've got gravy granules in cupboard. So I don't need these. So hopefully everything goes to plan. If it doesn't, well, we'll see. Okay, how am I going to do this? Here's the bird. It's a big bird. Don't look up its... You're 6, you're going to lower down? Oh, I hope you feel better soon, dude. Go rest up. So the oven's been preheated. I need to remove its giblets. What? Is that all of it? It feels so weird. I'm not gonna lie. That's fucking minging. Oh, I've dribbled fucking shit all over the floor. There is giblet juice everywhere. Tragic. Right, hang on, let me clean this up. This is what happens when you ask about. No fun allowed in the kitchen. Gotta be serious. Right. So the giblets have been removed. Right, Right, I'm going to put you over here for a second. Looks like it's quite the project. If you loosen up the skin from the meat, the skin gets crispy. Yep, we're going to get to that. We're getting that. We've just literally first step, removed the giblets, and I've dribbled the juice all over the floor. So we're trying. We're trying. Right, so what I'm going to be stuffing this with, okay, replacing the giblets, I'm going to be stuffing it with an orange. And we're going to be stuffing it with an orange and bay leaves. This is the recipe that interested me the most. So the recipe that we're going to be following. So we're going to be stuffing it with an orange and some bay leaves, and that's just for flavoring, really, the meat. I'm not going to be eating it. So it says halve, and just stick it up there, I guess. I'm also going to get some bay leaves. From our jar. Yeah, so the idea is we're going to score the meat, or score the fat on the top to release the fat so that it's going to cook nicer in there. And then after a while, we're going to remove it. We're going to put some veg on there, carrots, onions, garlic. We're not going to eat that veg. It's going to be used for a gravy. But at the same time, we're going to baste the duck with some honey. So going to help get the crispy skin. So here's the stuffing, I guess. I'm going to put like this in first, and then put you in there. Okay. And then I'll put these bits. Stuff it right out there. Like that. There we go. Do it like that, it shouldn't fall out. So you can see the orange is up there. I have to keep washing my hands, aren't I? So if this all comes together, I'm pretty excited. But I'm also worried that, you know, my timings aren't going to be great and everything. So we'll see. Can you freeze it and then deep fry it? This ain't America, boy. Still find that mad. That's something that they do. Okay. So we've stuffed it, and now I need to score it. I'm going to use this. Oh, shit. That was a bit deep. This knife is sharper than I thought it was. I think Cloudy must have sharpened it. Yeah, one of the gashes there is way too big. My bad. So we're just scoring the meat. Okay, I'm going to put this over here because I'm going to wash this and use it for chopping some veg. Also just pricking the meat where I can, because we want the fat to like come out, basically. I don't know what this like bit here is. Is this its cock? I don't know what this does. I don't know what this bit is. It's a bit weird. Okay. So now I need to cover it in some seasoning. Its tail? Oh, not penis. Okay. Do you eat male ducks or do you just eat female ducks? Okay, so we've got some salt. Now I already put some salt on this earlier today because the recipe said that I have to. I'm going to put some black pepper on as well. Basically, all I've done with this today is I took it from the packaging and I put it inside the fridge with like salt on it, because the idea is that you dry out the skin And yeah, you dry out the skin and then it'll help make it crispier further down the line. Now I'm also getting some Chinese 5 spice. This also goes onto it. Okay, and then we've got to give it. Got to give your meat a good old rub, as my Ainsley Harriet apron says. I'm a bit concerned that I've scored it way too hard there. I've got a bit of a gash going on. Right, I'm just going to rub it all across here. Sure, it will be fine, he says, hopefully. Now, the only other thing I need to do is tie the legs together. Like this. But it said to use twine or some foil. Now, I don't have twine, but I do have some foil. That's the bit of foil that I tore off earlier. So the idea being, I do this, and then I do this, and then I do this. It's a bit slippy. Oh, there you go. It's all tied up. So you can't see up his, the Ducassi. I'm not looking up the Ducassi anymore. So we've got our dish here. I think that's it, right? Let me just double check. Seasoned it, blah, blah, blah. Cavity. Yep, okay. So we're going to lift this bad boy up, or bad girl. Bad duck. We're going to put it on here. And it's on our tray now. Just hoping this is not going to... Yeah, that should be fine, I think. And that's just going to go in. Now, I believe uncovered. I'm getting a lot of different responses over whether stuff needs to be covered, uncovered, fucking wearing a dress, I don't know. But I believe I put it in uncovered. The duck's looking mad hot. This duck gonna make me act up. Alright, so this is what it looks like to begin with. Okay, we've got the whole bird. The bird is ready. I'm going to put it in the oven. Shit, is it going to fit? Yeah. Okay, time it's gone in is, let's say, 5:30. Which is later than I wanted. But what can I do? What can I do? So we need like an hour 20 in there before we consider doing anything else. I'm just going to clean this knife, the sharp one. Sharp one. Give it a hat. I think I'm supposed to do it uncovered and then maybe covered. But this recipe just doesn't say anything. So I'm just going to do what this recipe says. So if this goes wrong, it's this recipe's fault. But 180? Is that going to be enough? Or is it going to be too much? Okay, well, we will see. We follow the recipe and we make adjustments where we need to. Chopping board, knife. Whew. Do you baste it? So at the start, it's just got a dry rub of salt, pepper, and Chinese 5 spice. But we will be basting it in some honey in about an hour and 20 minutes. So we'll take it out. We're going to be adding some veg, and then I'm going to be, adding some veg and then basting it with some honey. That's the plan. All right. Let me center myself. What's going on? Put my oranges over here. Don't need those anymore. We have a red onion. We need this. So the red onion's going to go in as part of the veg that we're not going to be eating. We're going to be cooking with the duck, and it's going to help make a gravy. That's the plan. So we'll see how that plan goes. I think this is a fucking Jamie Oliver recipe, so if he lets me down, everyone's always like, oh, Jamie has the best recipes. Is it Jamie Oliver? Somebody. What website is this? What website is this? It is Jay's. JamieOliver.com. My mum swears by him. So, we'll see how it goes. Dies of cringe. Hi, Ernest. It sucks, yeah. I mean, I'm not a massive fan, but it looked like a good recipe, so... yeah. The thing I've not been a fan of Jamie Oliver is a lot of his recipes are just weird stuff changed for the sake of it. And also, like, my mum's like, oh, I've got this book, and it's like one pot wonders, and you basically, everything's in one pot. Or you have this recipe, and it only needs 4 ingredients. But you need 4 ingredients, but it also assumes you have like 20 other herbs, spices, and ingredients in your household at all times. And it's like, that's not really 4 ingredients. And it's like, oh, this is a one pot wonder. You only need 1 pot, and then you end up with like more washing up than you would normally. It's like, Jamie, you're lying. Like, it's like the clickbait of fucking cooking. Boom, boom, boom. But I looked at, I mean, this is basically the same as a lot of other recipes. Most recipes say to stuff with clementines or oranges. Most say, you know, cover it with various seasoning. This one doesn't actually say about the honey basting. That came from a different recipe, and I was like, I like the look of that. So we're going to take this red onion, and I'm going to chop it into 6, I think. 6, not sex. Just going to cut it into chunks. We're going to leave it over here. We are just preparing the stuff that is going to be added. Like I said, added in with the duck. Is going to be cooked in the fat. And then we're going to take all of that and we're going to make a gravy out of it. You can't name one good English cook. Gordon Ramsay? He's Scottish, isn't he? So I guess not English. Got some carrots. How many carrots we're going to need? What does this say? 2 carrots? These are quite small ones though. I'm going to do this many. Gordon Ramsay is not really English, but he rates food. Yeah, isn't he Scottish? I'm not really sure. Is Remy French? I think so. He's Scottish, so he makes good food. I mean, I enjoy his shows, like Hell's Kitchen and stuff like that, and I think he's obviously, he's obviously a good chef. It's not like, I don't think you can really disagree. It's a bit weird though, because when the chefs get good enough, they kind of just turn into businessmen, right? You turn from like being the person cooking the food to the person kind of like coming up with new ideas and telling people how to cook it and then running a business. Who's that twat that does the stock pot adverts? He was like well happy because he made Gordon Ramsay cry when he was a kid. When Gordon Ramsay was learning how to cook, he like berated him so much that he broke down. and he was like really proud of the fact. Can't remember his name. He's like, just a little bit of olive oil, and he puts in like fucking the Pacific Ocean worth of olive oil. Anyone know who I'm talking about? Marco Pierre White, that's the one. Marco Pierre White. Add in a stock pot. One more stock pot. There's like a meme. If you look up Marco Pierre White stock pot, he's like, and for a bonus, add in another stock pot. Someone's just basically changed it to him adding in infinite stock pots to recipes. Alright, so we're just going to chop these carrots like this. They're quite small ones, so I think what I'll do is I'll halve them. I don't really know, actually. I should have bought some fresh garlic today. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough. Oh, I missed a bit here. What do you think? Oh, I just knocked shit on the floor. Right, let's get this out of the way, because otherwise I'm just going to be making more mess. Yeah, the one that always gets a big rapport on a big introduction, big hype on Hell's Kitchen is when Wolfgang Puck is there. Seems that everyone is a big fan of his food, and he's a bit of a character as well. Most chefs become entertainers because it pays more. Yeah. Get rid of the best part of the carrot? Which best part? I'm just following the recipe, Jackie. I'm sorry. I'm going to do this. Maybe small. These are really thin carrots. These are ones that Claddy got from Asda. He gets like deliveries from Asda. I walk to Tesco, and the carrots from Tesco's are bigger. They also have the club card. You can get points. And I was absolutely livid because I forgot to use my club card today. Alright, so we've got the onions, we've got the carrots. What's the garlic situation? I have enough. I was a bit worried that I didn't. Now, I trusted Cloudy, and he said that he had potatoes. He does have potatoes. Okay, good, good, good. I was going to be like, if we don't have potatoes, I'm going to have to quick a mad dash to the supermarket. It's an average size carrot. I'm sure the carrot has a great personality. For roasting, I like them to be a little bit bigger, because I worry when they're too small that they're going to burn. I don't really want burnt, but it should be fine. I have faith. Gotta have faith. So like I keep saying, this is all stuff that we're going to be putting in about an hour's time when the duck comes out. And we're going to be putting it underneath the duck, so all that fat that's coming out of the duck that we scored earlier is hopefully going to be all over this veg. And we're going to, I mean, I'm sure the veg would taste absolutely amazing, but then we're going to put it in and mash it. I think the idea is to mash it and then put it in a saucepan with some stock, some Marsala wine, and give it a stir. Bit of seasoning, and then we end up with some gravy. Like I said, worst case scenario, I'm not sure if beef gravy granules are going to go well with duck, but anytime I've ever cooked duck, I've always done plum sauce. I think I did something else for duck last year. If anyone can remember, if anyone's got an amazing memory, remembers all of my cooking streams. Yeah, I can't really remember. I did something else. I know I did. Right. Hoisin sauce? I don't think it was hoisin sauce. Although, next time, right, so there's one recipe that I really like, that I've done a number of times, is the sriracha chicken. So you basically do chicken in corn flour, fry them, and then have sriracha sauce, which is amazing. And I've done it with fried rice from the wok. But part of me is like, I could go like all the way. I could go all the way. I could do sriracha with fried rice and spring rolls on the side. That would be a big, big challenge. I mean, not a challenge. It's all stuff I've done before. But it would be mostly like, I'd have to stir fry the veg. I could stir fry the veg first. Excuse me, sorry. Stir fry the veg first. Put it to one side because it needs to cool down. Put it in the wraps. The problem is, I'd have to shallow fry those while doing the fried rice, most likely. I'd have to shallow fry those, do the fried rice, and have the sriracha sauce bubbling. I'm just trying to work out how that would work on the hob. I think it could. Because the chicken I do beforehand, and then leave to one side, don't I? So yeah, that's doable. Maybe I'll do that at some point in the future. That might be fun. I think I'm going to go for something cheaper next week. Buying the duck was not cheap. And the wine for the gravy was not cheap either. It was like £12 for that duck. Which was... I knew it was going to be pricier than a normal piece of meat, but... God damn. Yeah. So, just coming up with ideas for the future. Just to wonder, how much is salmon usually in the UK? Or you're asking the wrong person. I don't really buy salmon that often. I've done salmon in the past, and I think you can get a couple of fillets for a £5 or something like that. It really depends on how much you're going. Whew. Alright, I hope you guys are ready to entertain me soon, because once I've prepped this veg, I don't really have anything to do for a while. Because we kind of have to wait until the duck is ready, and then we can everything else is going to be dependent on when stuff's ready, if that makes sense. So I can prepare the potatoes and whatnot and the parsnips, but I can't put them in the air fryer until they're ready. You know? What is my plan, actually? I could do the gravy on this hob, and then I can do the veg on this hob. But I need to do the potatoes and the parsnips first. So I may as well put them on now and then leave them to steam dry, or is it too early? Oh, I don't know, guys. How long is it going to take? It's going to take like 40 minutes in the air fryer, right? Let me have a look. I'm going to pull up a chair. Because at this moment in time, we're just prepping. Oh, I got my veg already. You're planning to go to UK for uni if all goes well soon. Oh, nice. You never heard of scoring a duck like that? Only pork billets that have a layer of fat? I mean, duck has a massive layer of fat. Right? Every recipe I found I've looked up roast duck recipe, um, and every single one has said to score the fat on the duck like that. Thinking of Southampton? I actually went to look at Southampton Uni. I've got a funny story. So I don't know if they still do it, but when I was at school, you were allowed to have a day off if you were going to a university open day, right? Um, and I think university open days were on Wednesdays. So it was basically, I got asked, "Oh, do you want to come look at Southampton Uni?" And I was asked by this girl I had a massive crush on, and it was her and like a bunch of other friends who were like mutual friends, I guess, but it was all girls and just me. And I was like, a day off with her and a bunch of friends sounds good. So we went to Southampton Uni and looked around, and I was like, yeah, it's alright. I wasn't really interested in going there. I already had my ideas like planned out. Anyway, on the way back, we were just like sat on the next to the on the train station, and we were like, "Where's our train?" And everyone was relying on me and this other girl because we were like probably the most organized people there, and we were too busy like just chatting, in our own little world. And we didn't realize we were on the wrong fucking platform. And then we saw our train, we had to run over the bridge, and then we missed it. So because we missed the train, we had to wait there for like half an hour longer. And on the next train, we had to sit on the floor because there were no seats left because it was like rush hour at that point. And we just sat like on the floor in one of like the connector compartments, chucking Haribo at each other and catching it in our mouths. So every time people mention Southampton Uni, I'm like, huh, I went there once. Good times. What was I looking up, guys? Oh yeah, air fry roast potatoes. Yeah, I've always scored duck when I've done duck breast. I've cooked duck breast a number of times. I've just never cooked the whole bird. Yeah. Okay. This one says half an hour. And then check if it needs more. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I'm just, like I said, I'm following the recipes that I've found. If they don't work, then I'll have learned from it, and you know we'll try it again in the future. 190 for 30 minutes. That sounds about right. Okay, so peel potatoes, and then yeah. If you're basting it in honey, don't make it too sweet. No. It's got like the dry rub on it now, and then we'll add some honey later, and we'll see. I hope everything goes to plan. It's always nice when a plan comes together. Oh, fuck. Stepped on my headset. What time is it? We've got so much freaking time. This is why I don't like doing recipes that take a long time. Because you end up spending a lot of time waiting. And the problem with waiting is that, well, I don't want you guys to get bored, do I? Don't listen to me rambling on about this and that. Also, I just want to point out, DCS is currently sporting the newly added 7-year badge. 6 years being the purple flames. 7 years with the pink. Looking very smart. Loving it. See you later, Muzzer. Good luck with your lecture. My other concern is that in the air fryer, I'm not going to have enough space for everything. I guess I'm just worrying about everything. Just thinking worst case scenario for every stage. The only stage I'm good with is the one that's boiling some veg. Yeah, boy. The only one higher than that at the moment is the 8 years, which is blue flames. And I don't know if anyone has that. I used it in chat right at the start. There are some people who obviously been subbed for that long, but a lot of them use the Founders Badge. So they you don't actually see the actual badge, but that's courtesy of Carrie. So you have new emotes courtesy of Ray, and new badges courtesy of Carrie. Should make you guys my freaking artists. Okay, get rid of this. I'm just thinking, if I chop these in half. This is the space, by the way, that I've got for the record. So I could potentially do another potato, and then I put the parsnips on top. I think that works. I think that'll work, guys. We'll try it. We'll do another. Worst case scenario is that the potatoes are going to take longer than I expect. But we're kind of prepared, if that makes sense. We know that, and we have a contingency plan. We do it for half an hour, and then if it's not good enough, we flip. If I do this at the same time as when the duck goes in, maybe that's too early actually, because we need to let the duck rest and carve. So when the duck's been in for like 20 minutes, I think I will the duck's been in for 20 minutes. I think I will put the potatoes and the parsnips in, because the duck needs to rest, and then once the duck comes out, that's when we start the gravy, and that's going to take like 15 minutes. So when do I do the veg? Around that time? Same time as the gravy. Sound about right? I think 1, 2, 3 plus a parsnip each is enough. I think that's enough. The fuck is this? Oh, it's jam. I'm looking at the cupboard, I'm like, what are these things? These are parsnips Cloudy bought and then never used. So now I get the benefit. Well, he's going to eat them as well. You guys like parsnips? Any parsnip enjoyers in chat? Parsnips low-key goated. Alright. Do you like a good parsnip? Do I peel these? Do I peel a parsnip? I do, don't I? Yeah. I get confused sometimes. Because there was that time I was making wedges and I started peeling the potatoes. I was like, no, you keep the skin on. So what we're going to do with these is we've got some duck fat in the fridge. So we're going to actually cover these in duck fat. So what I'm going to do is something similar to how I cook the wedges. I'm going to parboil them. I'm then going to season them. And then get some duck fat and drizzle it over so they all have a light coating of it. And then put it in the air fryer. That way it's healthier because you're using less oil / fat. But also it will maintain the crispiness and we'll get nice crispy ones if the wedges are anything to go by. Hey Ethan, we're cooking now. You're an avid parsnip eater? Yeah, parsnips are great. I do love parsnips. At Christmas, it's always a case of, who wants parsnip? And I'm like, hell yeah. So we cut them down the middle. So all of that you're seeing here has got to fit in the air fryer. I think it's doable. I think because we cut the parsnips this way, they're quite thin, and we're going to rest them on top of the potatoes. Let's give it a test run, shall we? So these are the dishes that I put in the air fryer. So if I got the potatoes like this, okay, I would just balance the parsnips on top. And I think everything can get, like, access there. I think. After half an hour, we have a check, and then we may need to, like, flip around. But I think that works. I think we're okay. I think we're still winning. Everything's going well so far. Don't need to get to panic stations just yet. We're pretty much just waiting on the Quackmeister, the duck. Second week nearly done, and you're already trying as many people as you can to come play and Sea of Thieves with you. I know Jackie plays a bunch of Sea of Thieves. I wouldn't be opposed to playing more Sea of Thieves. I just need people who know how to play the game to play with me. I like to go and do stuff. I see the game's got like a ton of achievements and it's loads of different things, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to try all that. But for me, it's like knowing what to do. Because when I first played the game, it was just like we would just float around on ships and not really do much. So. Right, I'm going to have a sit down, guys. There's a lot to do besides PvP. Yeah, I did some of the, is it called the Tall Tales? Those were quite fun. I still have the game installed, anyway. Can show you fancy sales and Fox being an employee. I can be like, hey guys, I'm playing Sea of Thieves with one of the developers. It's kind of a big deal. Yeah, I'd like to do some other like general stuff of just getting treasure and cashing it in and stuff like that. For the time being, for the next few weeks, or a couple of weeks at least, I'm going to be playing pretty much Persona 5. Like tomorrow I'm playing Persona 5, at the weekend play some DBD and we'll play some Apex, but then Apex I'm pretty much done with after Sunday, so until the new season at least. So next week we'll probably have Persona 5 on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday, and I'm hoping after that we'll be like well into the game and maybe looking towards endgame, and then another, if we do that on the week after as well perhaps, then I could be close to finishing the game. The only game that comes out this month that I might be interested in is the Like a Dragon Ishin. But I think it's the price of full release, so I'll keep an eye on it. But then next month is when, like, Jedi Survivors got delayed, so that's not out until April now. But March still has Last of Us, which I already have, thanks to Ernest. But also Resident Evil 4, I cannot wait for the remake. And Holong, which I'm interested to see when it releases. Where's your hot dog? Dude, why do you want a hot dog? I think I've done hot dogs once before on stream. Is Persona really that long? I think it's like 100 plus hours, yeah. Hell yeah, Ethan, that'd be cool. Yeah, Persona's really, like, some people, I think Twisted said he played 150 hours on his first playthrough. Which, I think, like, when it comes to JRPGs, you're not too far away from, like, 100 hours, right? 100 hours when it comes to, like, finishing it. Like, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 that I played last year, that took me 100. And that was including side content. But Persona 5 I think is by itself pretty long, but I suppose it also depends what you do. There doesn't seem to be much side content in the sense that you can go off and do other missions and stuff. It's depending on how much you want to do, right? You have a calendar, however many months, days, however long it is. But how you fill those days is up to you. So you could just spend the entire time studying, which doesn't take much real time at all. Or you could go off and do, like, requests for people and shit. So I guess if you know and have a plan of what you're doing, then you can probably streamline it. Or if you're just doing certain things, but yeah. We'll see, we'll see. Sound standard? Yeah. It's, like I said, like, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 took me 100, 3 took me 100. What other JRPGs did I play? Final Fantasy 9, I think, was like 30, 40. Same with Final Fantasy 10. Like, Final Fantasy games are like 40 hours-ish if you're just playing the stuff. If you're doing all the side content, games like Tales and Final Fantasy, you can easily put 100 in. CG, there's a lot of talking, not enough chopping. Ernest, we're having to wait for the duck to catch up to us, okay? Duck's had half an hour. It needs another 50 minutes. Okay? So I've chopped my red onions. I've chopped my carrots, my garlic, potatoes, parsnips. I've got my veg that I need to boil, which I don't do until the end. So there's no point in doing anything for that. Soon I will boil the potatoes, or parboil the potatoes and the parsnips, and then leave them to steam dry. Oh, do I need to do that yet? When did I say I was going to put them in the air fryer? 20 minutes after the thing. So yeah, we don't really have much to do right now. I'm sorry. We just have to sit and chat. We're going to have to just chill. You guys talk to me. Talk to me. Anyone do anything fun today? I added new emotes, Ernest. Did you see them? You can use a lot of them being a tier 3 sub. I added big sombrero for tier 2 and big seagold for tier 3. And there's also the spinning emote for tier 1. But yeah, I'd like to finish Persona 5. Not because I want to get out of the way, but because I'm enjoying it. And I want to play more. But then once I finish that, I'll be able to have a better state of play of how, like, March is gonna go, you know? Like, if I do get Like a Dragon Ishin, I could play that until like I finish it, and then be ready for everything else in March. Last of Us is probably going to be like a 2-stream game. Resident Evil 4 remake, maybe 2 or 3 streams. It depends on how, like, because it's not a short game, but it depends on how much side content they've added. Not many tier 3s, one of a kind. Yeah, A1 was using them earlier. There's a few tier 3s knocking about. Not many. A rare breed. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I can do to prepare, but not really. You like this part? I can't click links, I'm afraid, when I'm streaming. I don't have the stream open. I just have OBS open. You haven't eaten anything since morning? Go get something to eat, dude. I've not eaten anything since this morning. But I'm cooking a roast. That's where we're different. You woke up at 7 a.m. See, I woke up. What time did I wake up? Like 7:30. I woke up, sorted some stuff out, went to the shops, did my shopping, came back, spoke to my parents. They're in Spain at the moment, but they had time to talk. So we had a little chat. Then what did I do? Then I watched a TV show that I watch, and then Reflex was like, "Do you want to play Apex? Do you want to play Apex?" So I played some Apex with him. Then I sorted out some emote stuff with Ray. Then I played some Dead by Daylight with Jackie, Swood, and Ewan. And now I'm here. That was my day. Pretty boring. You're getting a Beastie Burger? What's a Beastie Burger? You haven't eaten yet either? You've been coding all day? What? Eat! Get some food down you. One thing I'll need to do is I need to do the duck fat. I need to microwave it so it's liquid so that I can actually drizzle it on the stuff. I think I'll have more space then. I think. Yeah, so that veg, so the veg that I chopped first will go in with the duck. At that point, we're just kind of leaving it be. Yeah. And then at that point, we'll be on a time limit of 40 minutes. So I parboil the stuff then, set up the air fryer, transfer it over, and then they'll be in there for half an hour. And then when the duck comes out, we move it to rest. We take the veg, we put it in the other pan. We pour in all the ingredients for the gravy. Let that simmer for 15 minutes. That's when we put the veg on as well, so the veg is ready. At that point, the potatoes should be ready to check, and we see if they need turning or any more time. And then everything goes on the plates, and then we carve the duck. I think that sounds like a plan. Triple decker burger with spicy sauce and some chicken. Oh, damn. Spread it like butter. I've got to cover all of this. That's the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a bowl, microwave it so that it's liquid, drizzle it over, and then shake it so that all of them get a covering. Similar to how I did the wedges a few weeks ago in the air fryer. Drizzled a bit of oil and then just kind of covered it. Trying out intermittent fasting. Just try and balance your family in a week and a half. And you love your family, but sometimes it's easy. Yeah, no, I mean, dude, that happens to all of us. Trust me. Trust me. Whenever I went over to Spain to see family, they'd always be like, "Oh, you got fat," and I'm like, "Thanks." And if I ever lost weight, they'd be like, "Why are you losing weight?" And I'm like, "Can't win." No. I've got separate duck fat, Ernest. So the duck fat from the duck we're going to be using that for the gravy, but I've got jars of duck fat in the fridge that Cloudy bought and hasn't been using, so I'm going to use those. Well, I mean, he has used them, but I've also used them. But it will melt too. Yeah, but it won't melt. Like, that's what I want it to. I want it to melt. So I'm going to take it from the jar, because at the moment it's really solid. And then, excuse me. Not on the duck, not in the microwave. Yeah, but I'm going to be putting on these. These aren't going to go with the duck. Thank you. The potatoes and the parsnips are not going in with the duck. They're going in the air fryer. It's right, I've got it all planned out. Don't worry. No stress. I know what I'm doing. I'm looking at all the bottles of alcohol we've got here and I'm thinking, I really want to get drunk. Yeah, so we just need to wait for a bit, really. This is why I'm not a massive fan of, like, slow stuff. Like, I'd like to do stews and, like, slow roast meats and stuff like that. But it's kind of like, bleh. On stream, you're just sitting here and chatting to me. When you coming over for dinner? Yeah, I cook dinner for you. It's the only time I really cook. I like cooking for other people. I'm not really too bothered about myself. Last night I had a cheese sandwich. That was my dinner. If I'm cooking for other people, it's like, okay, let's put the skills to the test. You cook an Arabic dish? What would your go-to dish to cook be? I'll extend that. Extend that question to everybody. What would your thingy? Pre-pandemic, yeah. A lot of plans were made back then. And then it kind of... Yeah. But this year I'm going to try and see as many people as I can. I mean, Copenhagen Games being cancelled and stuff is kind of sucky, but... I want to see people. Like in February, there's a weekend where I'm meeting some friends. And I'm also going to go and see my family. Who... I did see at Christmas, but... Yeah. My sister's pregnant and she's not been doing too well recently. She's been in and out of hospital, unfortunately. So it would be nice to spend some time with her and just, you know. You be happy with a full English? Dude, I do a mean full English. If anyone comes and stays with me, I will cook you full English in the morning. Bacon, sausages, fried eggs, Hash browns. Ooh. Beans. Beans. When Toast came to visit in the summer, I think I cooked every day for like 2 weeks. Or nearly every day. Did like enchiladas, I did lasagna, I did paella, I did risotto, did all sorts of things. Just because, like, if someone's a guest, it's like, I want them to have a nice time. I want them to eat the food and be like, damn, that's nice. You know? These are like amazing prawns. Nice, you coming in from another planet. Yeah, there was a day where Cloudy did burgers. And then we had like a takeaway another day. But pretty much cooked all the time. Which I don't mind. The issue with cooking lots of different things is that it can be quite expensive. And ironically, when people are like, oh, don't eat out, don't get takeaways, home cooked food. And it's like, you can, but if you want to do different stuff, it costs money. If you're just having like pasta, chicken, it gets very boring. But we have like a good stock of like every type of pasta, all the different herbs and spices you can imagine. Like we always have lots of stuff. So if I want to cook something, like if I want to cook lasagna right now, I have lasagna sheets, I have mince in the freezer, I have like we have tomato passata, we have all the herbs needed. I have milk, I have flour, I have butter, so I could make the bechamel sauce. I have nutmeg for it. I have mustard. Like I've got all the things to make lasagna right now if I wanted to. But that's only because, like in the past, I've bought all of those things. So CJ took me to Hickory's to avoid cooking. These lies, these lies. Dude, you were back in Chester. I couldn't have you visit here without going to Hickory's, man. You know you love it. Can't come to town and not experience the greatest steaks. Okra and rice you would cook. It's tomato based gravy, you mince meat, onions, and then it goes with rice. It's your favorite dish that your mother makes. Oh, that sounds lovely. I am looking for new things to make in the future. Because I've done a lot of the things that I wanted to try out. But there's always more recipes. Always more things to try out. So I will look for some more recipes and stuff, but something simple next week. Like I said, the duck was expensive, the bottle was expensive, so I was like, oh damn. Just steal food, 5-finger discount. Be the highest profile stealing. Knight Captain Angry, thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I hope you had a nice stream. Unfortunately, not much action happening right now. We're just chilling for a little bit. We've done our prep. Our duck is in the oven. We're just kind of waiting, you know. Got to wait a little bit, and then we can start putting other things together. Yeah, like if people were to come and visit for like a week, I would definitely cook a lasagna because the lasagna I make is banging. Right, the recipe I have is great. Just definitely go for that. I'd also do a paella. Maybe a risotto as well. Like I said, if it was a week, spread those out because it's two rice things. But then also Mexican food. Get some enchiladas going. What else is good? Spaghetti carbonara. Yeah. When Karik and Carrie came to visit, gosh, when was it? It was this year, right? Was it last year? It's in December? Gosh, the concept of time is all completely gone to me. Let me just have pizza, didn't we? Which, to be fair, like, I was more than happy to cook, but... yeah, it was in December, because I saw Karik and Carrie came to visit, and they stayed over, and we just had Domino's, and, we had Domino's, and we, just drank, watching crappy TV. And then I think it was about a week or so later I saw Ernest. We went out for dinner. He treated me to dinner. He wined and dined me. I had a very nice steak. It was gorgeous. So far this year, I don't think I've seen anybody. Damn it. January's gone. Shit. Noted to book time off work to come visit for a week. Very nice steak. Yes. Steak. Oh, dick. There's this smokehouse. It's like a chain around here. Oh my gosh, the food there is amazing. You can get like steaks, burgers, ribs. Oh, it's so good. It's so nice. When you walk past it, you can smell all the meat, and it's like, damn. There's this starter there, which is like the burnt ends from brisket. Oh, it's so good. It got me drunk. Look, we just played drinking games, and you're like, I don't drink, because I don't like the taste. And then you like the taste. And then you were like, I don't get drunk. And then you got drunk. Medium rare, alright. Hell yeah, medium rare. I mean, everyone's welcome to whatever, like, temperature they like, right? When I was younger, I wasn't a massive fan of, like, the idea of sort of rare food. But as I've gotten older and, like, tried different foods and stuff, for me, having a steak medium rare is great. My godmother, right, who I call her aunt, she's like a family friend who, you know, basically family. She has her steak well done. And I just look at it and I'm like, oh, no. Not for me. Not for me. But everyone's welcome to have their piece of meat however they like. Some people have it like rare or blue, and I'm not a massive fan of that either. But medium rare for me is good. Real question that determines who you are as a person. Oh, right, sorry. Yeah. What about raw steak? I think that's the best steak. Yeah, I mean, personally, raw for me, maybe I've just not had raw steak properly, but I'm just not a massive fan of it. I just go for medium rare. I like the taste. I like the everything about it, texture, everything. Right to jail right away. Yeah, I mean, she is very, like, I don't know, old school with her food. She doesn't like to try lots of different things. She's not a massive fan of a lot of different things. So, yeah, my parents went with her on a cruise, and they had like all you could eat buffets, restaurants. All of it was what do you call, like, all inclusive. So they could eat and drink whatever they wanted, wherever they wanted, right? On this big cruise ship. And they went to the Caribbean for, I think it was like 2-3 weeks. Something. And my dad said, like, he was going, oh my gosh, like all these different foods, like all these different beers. And my mum was saying, all these different, like, things you could have. And apparently my aunt, all she had was, like, you know, steak and chips. Like, every time. And my dad was like, try this. She was like, no, I don't want to. Some people just... I don't know. They like certain types of food, and that's about it. Dennis also depends on the cut. You don't mind a rare fillet. That could be well true. Yeah. I mean, I personally haven't had too many different types of steak. I don't think I've ever had a fillet. I've had like rump, sirloin, but I don't think I've ever had fillet. One thing I would like is to have, like, at a fancy restaurant or a nice restaurant, have like a beef Wellington, you know? I've never had a proper beef Wellington. I'm tempted to try and cook one myself. I would just be, I'd just be worried that I would fuck it up. Fuck up an expensive cut of meat. The thing is, if I'm cooking for multiple people as well, like, if it was just for me, let's say Cloudy was like away or something. Or if it was just going to be me and Cloudy. I wouldn't mind if it was just us two. But, like, a fillet is quite expensive. Sorry. You had a rare Wellington yesterday. Cost you 35 euros? Damn. Yeah, I ain't got that kind of money. Unfortunately, the £12 fucking duck today got me. Wait, what the hell? CJ's right testicle tipped £150? What the fuck? Who's that? Pretty sure my right testicle didn't donate. And the donation description just says yum. Whoever that was, thank you. Company money? I guess, yeah, if you're going on a company trip and you can eat where you want. Yeah, I'd be eating €35 Wellington. Hell yeah. Was that Ernest? 150 smackeries for the right ball. Now you have enough money for a Wellington. True. True. Thank you very much, Ernest. That's very, very kind of you. I'll have to repeat that donation tomorrow when the alerts are working. You once went for really expensive food with your friends, like supper with 6 dishes with various things. Wow. 6 dishes, that's crazy. I have to be honest, like, I don't think I've ever been anywhere super fancy. I don't think I'm a super fancy person. I don't know. Like, growing up, it was just, we didn't really go out to eat. We'd have home cooked food. We might have like a takeaway once a month or something. But most of it was just regular bog standard, you know, spag bowl and stuff like that. Where's the fanciest place I went to? I don't know. I mean, there was a couple of restaurants when I was at uni. I remember there was a couple of restaurants I went to which were fancy. I mean, usually the fanciest places I've been to is when I was going on like a date with somebody. And then you go to like a fancy Italian restaurant or like a fancy French one. An ex of mine really liked this French one, so we went there a few times. But I always just feel, I don't know. It's nice, but yeah. Can you come round for tea with you, mate? I don't think there's going to be enough. I mean, there might be some meat left over, actually. It's going to be a big bird. Don't think a super fancy restaurant would even let you in. Oh, dear. True, true. When was the last time I went out for a meal? Oh, New Year's Eve. We went to an Indian across the way. It was really nice, actually. It was very nice. It was one of the highest rated ones in town. I think it was the highest rated one in town, maybe. But yeah, it was very nice though. Most fancy thing you've eaten as a Chateaubriand on your 18th? Oh. On my 18th, what did I do on my 18th? My 18th was the day of the World Cup final in 2006. So I had like a house party. I had like a bunch of people come over to my house, and we all like got drunk and watched the football. And then Zidane headbutted Materazzi, and everyone was like, "Fucking hell, he's got mental!" It was great. It's great, and fantasy taste is great. You think it's nice to have like that one? So yeah, no, definitely. Like my mum goes with her friends for like what they call afternoon tea. So it's like you go to a place and you have tea and like fancy cakes and scones and shit like that, and it's way overpriced, and it's way like not worth it, and it's very indulgent. But I mean, she's retired now, so it's a case of catching up with friends she doesn't get to see very often anymore, I guess. Have to dress up, no sweatpants. Hey, look, I can brush up, man. Do you know what? Know the reason why I hate dressing up or like smarting up is because growing up I had to wear a freaking school uniform with a blazer and everything. Proper wound me up. I was like bored. Shirt, tie, and a blazer all year round. And then I went to sixth form, which is what, like 16 to 18. And we had to wear a suit. I had to wear a suit every day for 2 years. I think yeah. I'm more of a casual person. But when the time comes, I do dress up. I have a couple of suits. I have a nice black suit. I have a nice blue suit that I got a few years ago because I was a groomsman in one of my best friend's weddings. He'd been with his partner for, gosh, like 11 years, and they finally got married. Like I don't think he ever wanted to get married initially. He said he wasn't like keen on the idea of marriage, but then they did, in the end. But yeah, they'd been together for a long time, and I was one of his groomsmen. And yeah, I remember just going out, and there's some photos out there. I don't think I've ever shared them with anyone, but we all dressed up in the old blue suit, cummerbunds, got a brand shoes on. When the time comes, I can dress up. Just not a massive fan of it. Much more comfortable in sweatpants and trainers. I think it costs 70, £80. Must sound too bad, but usually decent. I mean, 70, £80 each? Each? Fucking hell. 70, £80 each. That's mad. That must have been a good place. Nice food. Yeah, that seems like very expensive. You go out for friends for a date. You spend a lot more so because you want the fancy food. Yeah, I mean, like that's fair enough. Like, oh, excuse me, sorry, acid reflux. Um, yeah, like if you're going out on a date, then yeah, sure, you go to a fancy place. Or if you're going with friends for like a bit of a catch up, and you know, it's a bit of a, it's like if I guess the difference is like if you can afford it, then you can go wherever you want. But I would only go somewhere super fancy if like there was a reason for it. Otherwise, I'd be like, I don't really want to spend 80 quid on this. But if it was like a once a year thing or a big get together with friends, then yeah, that's fair enough. Went from wearing suits in sixth form, went to work wearing suits for years. You hate suits so much. Finally in a casual dress code office. Yeah, so like I went to uni, and obviously uni is just, just uni. But then I worked in the lab for my placement year, and that was casual dress code because you could turn up wearing whatever you wanted, and you had to wear a lab coat all day, which was fine. So I could just turn up in like jeans, trackies, trainers, whatever. It was great. You had them since 5th primary class. I had to wear it for, primary school. I had to wear a school uniform. You had to wear a shirt, tie, jumper, trousers. In high school, it was shirt, tie, trousers, blazer, and then sixth form, it was a suit. So, yeah. Hickory's visit was 65. Yeah, but I mean that was like 30 ahead, right? 30-ish. Hickory's is one of the more expensive places around here. I think the last time I went to Hickory's before when I went with you was like at the start of the year maybe. When I went to with I think I took my parents there. Filthy rich, so you just always eat the most expensive item on the menu. All that ETF to well monies. That's where the prize pools have gone. Yeah, I guess it depends. Like, some places cost more, but they're not actually better. You know what I mean? Yo. Hello. I'm back. Cloudy's home. He was just telling me about where he's been today. Apparently it was a very boring and long day. And he got a parking ticket. But it wasn't his car, so... Oh, we got a raid? Oh, damn. Mario in a top hat with the raid. Thank you very much for the raid. Yeah, that's Mario. Drops the raid and dips. Is everyone left now? Everyone's like, what the hell's going on? Bow, bow. Yeah. In a few minutes' time, we are going to pull the duck out and see what the state of play is. And that is when the action will start heating up. So for those of you who can't see, we've got red onion, carrot, and garlic. And what that's going to go is going to go in with the duck, and all the fat is going to help cook it. But we're not going to be eating it, we're going to be using it to make gravy. Once I've done that, then we're going to get on it to start doing everything else. Oh, sounds good. You've been making profit in the old TF2. TF2. I am excited and nervous to see what happens when I open this oven door. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see what it's going to look like when it comes out. I hope it is cooked and looks how I think it should look. But I'm also nervous that it won't. If I give you an expensive TF2 item, can you sell it for me? You figured you are a trader main and you have no idea. I'll make it even easier for you. I can show you the place that you can sell it, and then you can get the money directly into a PayPal account. Because then that saves on you losing money from fees and whatnot by doing stuff back and forth. I can point you to the websites that I've used and have worked for me in selling stuff. What time we got? 1 more minute. I'm gonna give it to the 1 more minute. I'll get my oven gloves actually, otherwise I'm gonna burn my hands. I'm really nervous here, guys. I'm nervous. I'm legit like, if this comes out and it's just like cremated, I'm gutted. If it comes out and it looks raw, I'm gonna be concerned. Can you give me an item and then sell it and give me all the profits? But you have so many items. You are rich and I am poor. Please give me TF2 item. We don't get many of those anymore, to be fair. We don't get many people who are like... Except for that one dude that kept trying for like a month. Every other day he come in like, anyone gonna give me a free item? It's like, no, go away. Trader.gg is a weird one. They either overprice all your items or underprice them. Oh, really? The two websites I've used to sell TF2 items have been Marketplace TF and Manco.store. Those ones seem tailored more towards TF2 items, whereas I feel like a lot of other websites that sell items are tailored towards CSGO, Dota, etc. Whereas when it comes to those two websites I mentioned, ones that I've used, I can put an item on there, I can price it myself, I know it's going to get a decent amount of traffic because that is where TF2 people go to buy and sell items, and then the money goes into my PayPal account. Bada bing, bada boom. Right, here we go. Wish me luck, gang. Oh, God, it smells great. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Look at the little lad. You guys want to see him? Oh my god, it smells so good. You see all the fat that's come off. That's what we're going to be cooking our veg in. Oh, it smells so good. You hear the sizzling? You hear the sizzling? Manco doesn't accept PayPal? It does now, Jackie. So Marketplace TF recently opened up the seller program to everybody again, according to somebody that told me. And Manco.store added PayPal sometime last year. So at one point last year, one of the co-owners of Manco gave me a donation because my Switch had broken. And they gave me a donation in keys and said, come to Manco store, sell your keys. And you can sell them for gift cards. So I went on there, sold the keys for an Amazon gift card and bought a new Switch. And then about a month or so afterwards, they updated it and said, now you can sell stuff for PayPal. So yeah. Alright, little lad is looking good. There's a lot of juice going on. This is where I've got to put the veg. Ooh. So I'm just going to be plopping it in here, I think. In the fat. But also it says to lift it up. I'm going to use a fork. I'm going to be very careful. It's kind of stuck to it. So maybe that's not the best idea. I'm just gonna put it in around it. It smells really good, guys. Like, it's come out and I'm just like, oh wow, can I have a slice now? That's how I'm feeling, which is a good sign. Now I think this is where I'm gonna baste it with some honey. But do I do pure honey? And I don't have my pastry brushes. Shit. Okay, we're in impasse here. I'm gonna take a picture because it looks cool now. The duck's called Gustavo? Okay. Okay, how do I do this with the honey, guys? Maybe use a spoon? I'm gonna do that. I think that's my best option. And then we're going to put it in for another 14 minutes. Okay. And my veg is on there. Here we go. time. Okay. Right, now we actually need to do some stuff, guys. Now I need to do some work. Get to work. Whoa. Okay. What am I actually doing now? Just gonna get things ready. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get things ready. How much stock do I need? One liter. Okay. Alrighty. Getting everything ready for the gravy. Because then, when the duck comes out, I can just let it rest. But then I can make the gravy. So I said 20 minutes after. Actually, I do need to start parboiling these things now. What am I doing? Because they need to go in the thingy. Fuck. Okay, got some water on the boil. I'm going to take my tatties and my nips. I'm going to throw them about. Nope, I'm going to put them in here. And we are going to boil them for a little bit. Then I'll get the colander ready and just leave them to steam dry. And then get the air fryer prepared. The veg, I need a different saucepan. The question is, what saucepan do I use for the gravy and which one do I use for the veg? I guess I can use the potato one for the gravy, right? Doesn't really matter. No, I use the big one for the veg. My only worry now, well, I mean, my worry is still if the duck's going to be cooked. Hopefully it's not going to burn. Hopefully, like, because when it comes out of the oven, it's probably going to look a lot darker, right? And that's okay. It's supposed to. Before everyone's like, it's bad. But I just want it to be cooked inside. Because it's a darker meat, right? So you can have it, you know, rarer, right? But I want to make sure it's cooked nice and juicy. Because when I've done duck breast before, oh, it's been cooked amazingly, right? Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I've got it to a certain point, and it's been really nice. I guess I can bring you guys over here if you want to see something different. So yeah, so I can't really get the veg ready doing that. Don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. Yeah, so I don't want it to be raw, but I don't want it to be overcooked either. But I also want the gravy to be nice. That is also a concern of mine, because if you have a really nice food, but then the sauce is not nice, then you're kind of in a situation where you kind of ruin the dish, right? But what I can do is have the sauce like separate, and then people can pour it on however much they want. So I'm just going to put some salt in here. And we're just going to parboil this just for a little bit. I'll get the colander ready, and then we steam dry them and then prepare them for the air fryer. So we need to also prepare that. Hi, Creek. Dussy. I think I said Duckussy, didn't I? Nice nips, thanks. Got me tatties and me nips. What kind of sauce? So what we're doing is we're making a gravy out of the stuff that we put in with the duck. See, we saw the duck and it had a lot of fat coming off of the duck. We've put in red onion, carrots, and garlic. That is all in there, and it's going to add some flavor to the duck in the oven. But also, what it's going to do is it's going to be used in a gravy. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that veg, some flour, some chicken stock, some Marsala wine, which is one of the things I bought today. Boop. And we're going to simmer it, and that's going to make a sauce. And then I've got to kind of strain it and get all the chunks out. And hopefully that's going to make a nice and tasty sauce. What I might do is put it in a jug, and then we can just like pour it on however much people want. Can you send me the duck? No. If you get here quick, you can have some. And I've got some mixed veg that I can boil. We've got vegetable medley. We've got green beans, carrots, and broccoli. And that's going to go into this pan when we're finished. So when we're finished with this pan, we put veg inside it. This pan over here is going to be for the gravy. Do I need to chop anything else right now? I don't think I do. I think this is my opportunity to tidy up and prepare for the final leg, as it were. If you get me. Prepare for the end game. Because I need the big bowl as well, don't I, for the potatoes. Okay, let's just clear up all of this first, and then assess the state of play. I'm just trying to coincide everything so that we've finished all at the same time, and then everything will be warm. Ketchup? I'm not going to cook a duck and then be like, have some ketchup. You imagine. What are you having with the duck? Nothing really. Chips and ketchup. And there's Apprentice tonight, gang. All you Apprentice watchers out there. It's going to be episode 4, I want to say. What should I make next week. I'm actually thinking I might do lasagna next week. Been talking about lasagna earlier. It's making me kind of want to make lasagna. Make a nice lasagna with some garlic bread. Garlic bread. Garlic and bread. My finger's stuck. You're fired. Rip. Gotta go and make sure to take a picture of everything. Your interest has stood out. I will, DCS. Thank you very much for joining today. And I will see you later. I hope you have a great evening, my friend. If it goes badly, I will just send a picture of the duck that came out of the oven. Then I can be like, look how cool it looks. It was sizzling and crackling. Hey, hun, what I got cooking? Dude, I'm doing an entire roast duck. I've got a roast duck in the oven, okay? The roast duck has been stuffed with oranges and bay. It has been seasoned with salt, pepper, Chinese 5-spice, and we have since basted it with some honey. And I'm going to be doing dark fat roast potatoes, parsnips, and vegetables on the side with Marsala gravy. That's the plan. So it's all going to plan so far. So far being the key word. Okay, we got this simmering. I'm just going to get a fork here. We don't want these to be too soft. I'm going to give them a couple of minutes in there. What time do we put it in there? 7, so... I need to take these out in 4 minutes, steam dry them for 4, and then I've got to set up the air fryer. So I have a chance to clean this now, and that'll make space. Oh, camera! No! Camera down. Sorry, gang. Sent you for a tumble there, didn't I? Sounds good. Thank you very much. Hopefully it turns out good. I'm excited. Always hyped to try big cooking projects. Let's see how it turns out. Fingers crossed we cook the duck properly. I'm just following the recipe. I'm hoping it's good for the size. We will have to check when it comes out. Because we don't want to be serving anything raw. Essentially, we want the juices to be running clear when it comes out, kind of like when you do with a chicken or a turkey. But with duck, because it is a dark meat, you can have it slightly underdone, so to speak. You can have it like we were talking earlier, but medium rare or something. Ooh, alright, chopping board moved. Do I still teach? No, I haven't done for many years now. I quit over 4 years ago. It was the summer of 2018 that I decided I'd had enough, and I decided I wanted to try and stream and do content creation full time, which I have been doing since then, so for 4.5 years now. Actually moved cities in 2019. And yeah, I've just been streaming and doing YouTube since. Today, you will make some Portuguese dish called bacalhau à brás. You get drunk and you do it, you have that fish there. If it's the same as in bacalhau in Spain, I have had that before, made by my my grandmother. Very good stuff. I think this is done. I don't want to overdo them. But I don't want to underdo them either. I'm going to take the parsnips out, because I'm worried that the parsnips are going to go fucky. This is what happened last time. If you remember when I did roast beef towards... Ow, fucking hell. When I did roast beef last year, I didn't have the air fryer then. But when I did the parsnips in the oven, they went a bit soft because we boiled them for a little too long. They were fine, they just kind of fell apart. They tasted great, but they just I like things to look great as well. I want the best of both worlds. I want things to taste great, but I also want it to look great, because they do say you take the first bite with your eyes. I just want the potatoes in there for a little bit longer, because the thing with the potatoes is the air fryer does cook, but doesn't cook inside as much. Yeah. And our extractor fan isn't working, so I'm getting a lot of steam in this kitchen. It's getting steamy in here, guys. Woo! Do you know Spanish or Portuguese by any chance? Sí. Mi padre es español. Mi madre es inglés, pero toda mi familia vive en España. I'm half Spanish. My dad's side is Spanish. My mum's side is English. But I grew up in the UK. And my mum's family moved to Spain. So the only members of my family that live in England are me, my sister, and my parents. My parents, coincidentally, are currently in Spain. They are trying to sell the place that was owned by one of my grandparents. My grandparents unfortunately passed away over the past few years. My last surviving grandma died in 2020. My grandfather the year after, so 21. And both my parents are like the eldest siblings of like 3. So they've been tasked with selling all the properties and divvying up the inheritance and stuff like that. So they've been back and forth from Spain quite a lot over the past couple of years. But they're retired, so they go out there and they spend like a month or so there. ¿Tú hablas muy bien? No, mi español es muy mal. Hay nadie aquí que habla español, así necesita practicar. No hay mucha gente que habla español en Inglaterra. You passed your internship? Congratulations, bro. The 3 projects you made within a span of 36 hours all passed. Well done, man. Good job. I'm very proud of you. Sorry to hear that. Thank you. Yeah, it was obviously tough times, but they were. Oh, these potatoes are looking perfect now. Yeah, it happens, right? It happens. People get older. One of them was. I mean, they were both in their 90s, I think. So. Yeah, it's an unfortunate fact of life. Right. This pan is now ready. And that pan is what we're going to use for the vegetables. The vegetables. I'm going to be using that. The other saucepan we are going to be using for the gravy that we're going to make. This... I'm going to let the potatoes and the parsnips steam dry over here for a bit. Then we need to season them, cover them with the duck fat. That is what I need to be doing right now. Where's my jars? Where's my jars? Can't find it. Here it is. I need a little bowl. Okay. I need a spoon, un cuchillo. Sure, Spanish is a really hard language. Spanish is amazing. I don't think it is. It would be nice to have more people to talk to in Spanish, but unfortunately I don't have very many people to talk to. But I have played online games. I played for the Spanish national team in TF2. Good times, good times. Right, that pot is empty. But yeah, I guess it was kind of hard growing up when your entire family, other than like your immediate, live in an entirely different country. So a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to go see my cousin. And I'm like, your cousin? I see my cousin like once a year. But to be fair, we did go to Spain like 2 or 3 times a year for long periods of time. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just melting some duck fat, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it, I'm going to drizzle it over the potatoes and the parsnips with a bit of seasoning, mix it up, and then that is going to go into a dish into the air fryer. Okay? And in the air fryer. Hopefully it's all going to fit and all going to cook properly, and then we'll get the really, really crispy effect that we had last time when I did the wedges. If you remember when I did wedges a while back. This isn't melting how I want it to melt. You bastard! Right, we give it a little smush. A little smushy. Okay. And then we pop it in for another 30 seconds, I say, maybe less. Once we've got the air fryer on the go, we're in a good position, because then we're just waiting for the duck. And then the duck needs to come out in about 20-25 minutes. We check to see if it's cooked. If it's cooked, brilliant. We can cover it with the foil, leave it to one side just to rest, and then we get to work on the gravy and the veg. So right now, gang, I think we're winning. We're like, it's like the 75th minute, and we're 3-0 up. We just got to make sure our goalkeeper's not a twat and, you know, fumbles. Woo! 41 US dollars, second biggest TFT trade ever. Oh, damn. Guy trading his Syrian Dragon Law for 30k in TFT Mexican Halloween. Damn. So he's buying a bunch of stuff using a Dragon Law? This meal will be so good? I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, if you could DM me stuff about it, Kenny, that'd be amazing. Thank you. I need the big bowlage. We need the big bowl. The big bowl. Right, I'm going to move you guys over here. We're back. We have a bowl. A bowl. Should I put a little bit of flour on this? There's our tatties and our nips, potatoes and parsnips. I'm going to get a little bit of flour. I'm going to drop that, whatever the fuck that was. Lucky it wasn't glass, otherwise it would have broken. A little bit of flour. We will need... Wait, self-raising? Shit. That'll be fine. We just do that. Everything gets a coating of flour. We get some... Done here. Some salt. Some black pepper. Again, we do this. It's like a single parsnip. Like, ah! He almost escaped. Now I'm going to get the duck fat and I'm going to drizzle over everything. If you've never had duck or goose fat potatoes, they are a different breed. I kid you not. I wouldn't have believed it unless I tried it myself, but compared to cooking stuff in olive oil, when you actually have like duck or goose fat stuff, holy shit, it is amazing. Right, what I need to do now is take this bowl out of your eye line, I'm afraid, in case you are getting excited about that. I need to set up the air fryer over here, which I'm going to have to take my headset off for that, so I'll be right back. I'm back. Right. So this is where we find out whether our theory is going to work. This is the drawer for the air fryer. We put one of the liners in to save cleaning later. And now is when we find out whether stuff is going to fit or not. I hope it does. I think it's going to fit. It's all going to fit, I think. I think we've established it's all going to fit. It's just whether it's going to cook evenly. Now, if it doesn't, we're going to have to do some flippage and do some extra time. But we will see how it goes. There's one stuck. There's one that's formed suction at the bottom of the bowl. Holy shit. Get out of there, you bastard. One parsnip has already fallen casualty, it feels. This one here, I'm very sorry for himself. Okay, now I've got to try and rest these like this. See, if it was just the potatoes, we'd be winning, I think. But my worry is the fact that the parsnips are going to be covering the potatoes. What if I do that like that? Okay, this one needs to go like this then, or something. Okay. Let him cook. I'm working it out. Okay. I think this is okay. I think we might be able to have good airflow here. But I'm going to put it in for 30. 30 at 190. This is what it looks like, gang. 30 at 190. Actually, I'm not happy with that. We have space here we're not utilizing. I feel like there's a potato there that's like covered, essentially. Alright, we'll try it this way, and then if there's any that are like not cooked properly, we rearrange after the time. So this is going to be 30 minutes now at 190. Okay, we're on. Air fryer is on, and ooh, perfect timing, I think. So now we just have how much money? How much time? Help me here, chat. What am I thinking? The duck went back in at 7. So it needs 15 more minutes. Then we bring it out, we test it. And then if it's good, we rest it. I'm going to get the veg. I'm going to put it in the saucepan ready. I'm going to get my masher ready because I may need that. I think everything's ready now. Everything smells so good, holy shit. Like, I can smell the potatoes, I can smell the duck. I'm gonna have a peek at the duck, actually. Oh, it's looking dark. It's looking like golden. Holy shit, looking good. I wish I could show you guys, but the light doesn't work in the oven. So, I can't actually show you what it looks like. Unless I balance my torch on my phone. You'll see it when it comes out. But it's looking good. It doesn't look burnt. It's looking like it's definitely had more time in the oven, which makes sense. Duh. Okay. Alright, gang. I think I have a chance to have a bit of a respite now. I'm going to dry this up, and then I'm going to take 5 to sit down, catch up with you guys. And then we just kind of... At this point, we're waiting and hoping stuff cooks. We're hoping the potatoes and the parsnips are going to be cooked properly in where they are, in the air fryer. We're hoping the duck is going to be the same. Can you hear the air fryer? Is it loud? So what I need to do is do the stock first, I think, and everything, and then measure out the wine. I might need to do some mashing here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna dry that. Might need to go buy a kitchen towel tomorrow. Ah, right. I'm gonna have a sit down, gang. What's up? Talk to me. You can't hear anything, but you can hear me. That's the main thing, I think. How expensive was your air fryer? I have no idea, Jackie. It was a gift from my parents for Christmas. I don't ask my parents for anything for Christmas these days, or birthdays. They're like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "Nothing. Like, just give me anything. I don't care." But I'd mentioned that air fryers were a thing, and that people were getting them, and yeah, my parents got me one, which I was like, "Oh damn, that's really cool." My parents also got me a casserole dish, so now I can actually do like stews that start on the hob and end up in the oven. So I'm really looking forward to trying that out. I need to do like a stew at some point. So yeah, I've been using it. I've tried. Gosh, what have I tried? I did sweet potato wedges in there. I've done normal potato wedges in there. I did the jalapeno poppers in there. I've tried hash browns in there. So now roasties and parsnips. This is new. We'll see how it goes. How nice? Yeah, it was really nice of them. It was really nice that they just picked up on something that I'd said, and it was actually a massive surprise to me. Okay, I need to do Marsala wine first. Then I need to leave it to bubble and then add the stock. Gotcha. Someone who owns one, you go around there and ninja fry things. It's like I was a bit like, oh, people keep mentioning like air fryers. I didn't really get the idea, but when I compared wedges that I had from the oven compared to the ones from the air fryer, in the air fryer they were so much better. And I did the same amount of stuff. Like I did the whole Parboil them first, season them, but in the air fryer they were so crispy, they were so nice. Um, so trying out different things. I tried the spring rolls actually in there. The spring rolls came out very crispy, very nice. My only downside was that when you crisp them up that much on the outside, the other layers aren't as nice. I prefer shallow frying them in the oil, which is unhealthier, but it tastes nicer. Um, but yeah, it's a really nice thing to have. It's like a little small device. You can just pop stuff in the drawer, and then you're just like, zoop, I'm gonna air fry this. And it's healthier for you because you use less oil. Um, it makes things crispier. It's really nice. Yo yo. Yeah, like the idea of having an air fryer was cool, but I never really, you know, thought too much about it because I thought, oh, it's something that I would buy and I'd use, but do I need one? No. But having one, like being gifted one, is lovely. And for the other thing I'd probably like is like a rice cooker. I've heard those are really good. Oh, so we got 7 more minutes for the duck, and then we bring it out and we have a look. And if it's good, if we think it's cooked, then if it's cooked, then we cover it with some foil, keep it warm, let it rest. But we've got to take the veg off first. " 7 minutes is all I need, baby. You frickin' Wesker from Resident Evil? I only have 7 minutes to play with you. Yeah, my worry at this point is making sure the duck is cooked enough, right? But if I take it out, we're going to give it a prod with a knife, see what color the juices are. If it comes out and it's like blood red, then it's like, oh shit, it's not cooked enough. And then everything's gone wrong. But if it comes out and the juices run clear and everything looks good, then we let it rest. We take the veg off, put it in the saucepan, cover it up with foil, let the duck rest, and then I start making the gravy. Hi, Tillin. How's the duck? How's the luck? How's the fuck? The duck is good. The duck is good. He's still in the oven for a little bit longer. I think we named him Gustavo, didn't we? Yeah, the duck's good. At this moment, we've got we're like checkmate in 3. You know? The potatoes and the parsnips are in the air fryer. We just gotta hope that they cook properly. The veg is in the pan. We're just waiting for everything else to be ready for us to do that. That's easy. That's pawn to e7. I don't know. I don't know chess. The duck is like the bit that that's the high worry right now. Is it going to be cooked enough? Is it going to be overcooked? Is it going to be okay? When I take it out of the oven, we'll know. And that's in about 5 minutes time. And then after that, my concern is making sure the gravy turns out okay. But we'll see. We'll see. How are you doing anyway? How is life treating you? How long have I been streaming for? 2.5 hours. This is going to be one of the longest cooking streams I think I've ever done. What did I cook last week? Mac and cheese. The week before was like a couple of hours, right? That was when I did the jalapeno poppers, the hush puppies, and the spring onions. That was long because it was just doing a lot of different things. And I had to like wait for some things to be ready. This has just been mostly waiting for the duck to be ready. It's been 3 hours today in the bulk buy grocery store. Damn, that's a long time. It's his 50th birthday on Sunday. You're going a big pie on the Saturday. Amazing. I bet you're looking forward to that. I'm sure you'll be having a drink or two. A little cheeky celebration. Yeah, just a drink or two. As they say, how many drinks are you going to have? Just one. Just one after the other. You don't need to walk home, you'll be at home. That's the best. House party at your place? Best. Because you wake up in the morning and it's like, I can just roll out of bed and get food. The only downside is the tidying up when you do a house party at home. '60s people, catering and beer on draft. Wow, that'd be so cool. That's amazing. I remember when I went to Gubbin's birthday last year, and it was like bring your own like alcohol kind of thing. Me and Claddy bought a case of beer and like a bottle of spirits, but the food there, oh my gosh, it was great. It was like these pizzas cooked in a stone oven. Is that what it's called? It was great. So you could just go up there and be like, "Can I have this pizza?" And they just cook it in front of you. That'd be nice. Big tent outside in this weather, in this kind of time of year. Ooh, bit chilly maybe, but I bet you guys will have a great time. Oh, actually, I do need to fill this up. We're getting close to the judging hour. I'm nervous. I'm shaking. Holy shit. I got 2 snapshots like back to back. What the hell? Alright. It's time, gang. It's time. I've got to take this duck out, and I got to pray. I got to pray to all that is holy. It's going to be good. Woo! That's a lot of steam. Okay, he's looking very dark. But don't worry, that's just the honey. The honey has caramelized. It's not burnt. It's not burnt. If anyone says it's burnt, I'll fucking scream. It's just the honey is caramelized. Oh, that's a horrible sound. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think it's cooked. Alright, I gotta poke this. Holy shit, this skin is crispy as fuck. This meat is like... Looks like running clear when I stab it, so... I think it's done. I'm going to say it's done. Executive decision is done. Right, I need spoon. I need my pan. I need to get all of this stuff off of here and put into here. So I'm taking all the carrots, all of the onions, all of the garlic that we added in after our first session, and I'm putting it in the saucepan. Including all the congealed bits. Especially the congealed bits. Oh, it's falling on the fucking hob. Yeah, honey does not make this look super appealing, does it? I'm gonna be honest. Okay. Looking good. Need that bit. It smells really good. Okay, we're gonna get we're gonna get this foil, and we're just gonna put it over the top. Just need some time to rest. Okay. Now I get my masher, and I've got to wait. Do I add this first, or? Thank you very much, Jaggy. Much further. 2 tablespoons. Okay, so I'm adding flour to the vegetables. And fuck, I'm adding flour to the fucking hob as well. There's cocaine on my hob. Ay, Dios mío. How could this happen to me? Jesus Christ. Could have made a bigger mess. There's a hole at the bottom of the bag. That's why. Right, we're fine. I'll just do a little scooping. Do a little scooping. Little scoop. Little scoop. Fat Man Scoop. You remember Fat Man Scoop? Yeah, that song where he was just shouting. It was great. Alright. See, no one has to know. I'm going to try mashing this stuff now. I'll put this on heat. Okay, so this is not turning out as easy as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. Just going to get all this stuff off, put it on there, and you put that on. Everything is stuck inside the fucking masher. It's all going wrong, guys. This is where it falls apart. This is where we panic. Okay, that'll have to do. Right, so now I add this Marsala wine. The top won't come off, it's fancy wine. I have to do a little pull tab. I'm not cultured enough for this shit, man. I haven't got any nails, I cut my nails today. Okay, so here, it's fine, don't stress. Okay, so we put the wine in there, and I just need to give it a stir now. Otherwise it's all going to congeal. This looks gross. For the record, this thing that I am currently cooking looks gross. Okay, it doesn't look too gross now. I'm wasting the product. Oh no. Okay. I am stressing. I am stressing. Okay, I need to move you along. Mr. Duck, sorry. That was a horrible sound. Oh fuck, I turned the hob off. Panic! Okay, I need to put this in here. I need a litre. Okay. I need some in there. Not enough! Ah! Alright, it's fine. I'm not stressing. Everything is fine. Ah, fuck, that's hot. Alright. Okay. Where am I? I need to stir this before it... I don't think this thing's going to turn out okay. It looks grim. I need to have this going, and then I need to... I don't know, it's not like mixing together. It's all separated. Maybe when it starts to simmer it'll work. Then I need to separate all the bits. So then maybe that's what we just want, is the flavour. I haven't got a clue. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to have to move the ducks, then we need to check the potatoes. Do you guys want to see what the gravy looks like? It looks kind of weird. So we got air fryer on the go. Duck. Resting. Veg. Doing nothing. What the fuck is going on here? That's something Shrek would make. Maybe when it's finished and we strained it, it'll be nice. Other than that, we've got gravy granules. We'll see. Oh shit, it's bubbling over. Oh, it's getting steamy in here. I'm sweating. Why is it going clumpy? I don't know where the clumps are coming from. It's frothing. I'm just going to trust the process. I'm going to have to take my hoodie off. I'm sweating here. You'd fuck that? Okay, well, we're supposed to be eating it. Seems like a nice simmer would do it. Yeah. Let's turn the heat down a little bit. It did say strain it, so I'm going to put it through a sieve, and then that's probably where we get rid of all the clumpy stuff. Actually, to be fair, it's thickening up. No, I'll trust it. I'm going to trust it. I'm going to follow the recipe. If not, We go and fuck up Jamie Oliver. It's his fault. It's his recipe. Sheesh. Alright, I'm gonna have to leave the bottle here for now. Alright, we need to wash up this stuff. Once I've done the veg though. Ah, that's hot. A whisk. Use a whisk. It's not, it's actually, like, I think the heat has caused everything to, like, dissipate. So now it's kind of looking like a stew, but we're supposed to remove the chunks of veg that we couldn't mash. So I think we're okay. Maybe I was just... Actually, that smells really nice. I take it back. It smells good. Smelling good doesn't necessarily mean it tastes good, but we'll see. Right, veggies on here for now. I'll let that simmer and give it a stir. Then I'm gonna get the jug ready. The jug. And then I'm gonna put it in there, and then people can like determine how much sauce they want. You know what I mean? Let the people decide. Give the power to the people. Just worried about the duck now. It's looking very dark, but that was just the caramelization of the honey, right? Still, it's gonna be a bitch to carve. Put this in here like that, and I'm going to leave it for a sec. I'm going to dry my hands. We have 1 minute left on the air fryer. I need to check my fucking potatoes. Okay, this is actually looking like a gravy now. Maybe I was just worrying over nothing. Okay, the air fryer is done. How do I do this? I'm running out of space. In reality, I should have moved that over there, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's what I should have done. Right, you move over here. You move over here. See, now I like a thick gravy, so I'm going to leave this simmering for a while. Because otherwise I'm not gonna be happy. Because I don't like thin sauce. So it's like you've just made everything on your plate moist. Ah. Please put a bowl under the sieve. Yeah, of course. That's where the liquid's going. You fool. Taste test? No. Ah. Me back. Right. What am I doing? Air fryer. Where am I gonna put this? I can put you over here. Because that's not on. I can put you there. Okay. This is important because we find out whether our potatoes are done or not. And if they're not done, they're going to need more. And if they need more, then yeah. You ready to find out with me? Oh damn. Okay, I don't think they need any more. They look fucking cooked to me. They look crispy as. God damn. Okay, that's all looking good. Alright. I'm gonna put you in there to stay warm. I think we're winning, guys. I think we're winning. Right, I need a plate. Any plates? Plural. I need space. I need the veg to hurry the fuck up. I need you out of the way. The big plates. There's not gonna be enough space. Where is all the space in the world? Question is, what knife do I use to carve? Might have to be the... Where did I put it? Yeah, sharp one. Alright. Okay, now the foil that I used to tie the legs is like... Oh my god, the leg's coming right off. I think the meat's pretty cooked. I'll just yank off a leg. Oh damn, the meat is literally... I can't even pull it off, it's falling off. That's good though. God damn. Okay. Oh, it smells really good. I just hope the skin tastes nice. Because like the honey's like caramelized to a point where like it looks burnt. You know what I mean? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. I don't even know where to begin with this. Cut it down the middle. Oh yeah, the orange is in there. I forgot about him. Lol. I'll hook him out. Honestly, it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn here, but the meat is literally falling off all of the bones. So this was the perfect amount of time. I think I would glaze it with something different though. Because, I mean, I guess I would have to see how the skin tastes. I should just use a fork maybe. It's all just coming off. Do need a fork, I think. Bum, bum. Okay. Just don't want anything to go cold. Why is the veg taking so long? That's what the meat looks like. I'm also tripping over cables here. Oh, it smells good. Right. I know this plate hasn't got any yet. I'm actually quite proud of this. I'm actually just using a fork, it's so much easier. I can just like pluck it. Alright, I will be right back. Let's see. I know you guys can't see much on the stream, I'm sorry. But I can't really do it over there. Because I haven't got space. Okay, this I think is, so that's just the whole breast there. So that looks kind of equal. These plates look equal, right? Yeah. I think this one needs a little bit more. It doesn't seem that much meat on here. That's the only downside of a duck, I guess. I don't know what this thing is. You guys said it was the tail, right? You eat the tail? Give it a little nibble. It's got some meat on it. Oh, there's the wings as well. You know what? I'll have a wing. That's what I'm going to have, right? I need this bit to fuck off. Okay, the gravy is like thickening up, I think. Yeah, it is. Oh, okay, this is coming together now. This is all coming together now. I just need to get a move on and carve this bad boy up. I'm gonna give myself a wing to chew on. There we go. I think that is enough for that plate. Right, let's. Oh, I want to put that there. Oh shit, there's bones. Forgot that. That's kind of what happens with a whole animal. I want to try and eat some of this. Holy shit, that's tasty. Does anyone want a wing? Okay. So wing for... Oh, Cloudy. That is stuck to the foil. No, you bastard. Unhand it. Okay. This is Cloudy's one. Right. So we need more regular meat for this one. Really isn't that much, considering how big the boy was. Getting this across 3 people is a bit of a stretch. You think? I guess you think when you see like a turkey or a chicken, there's like loads of meat going on, right? But I'm happy with the meat. I'm happy that it has been cooked to a sufficient standard. Okay. Try to salvage as much as I can from this. I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, this is like the knob end. The tail, whatever. This is going to be a bit of a cleanup. Okay, turn it upside down. Ooh, hello. Got a little bit here. Make sure Cloudy's got enough as well. Which one was Cloudy's, did I say? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Can't remember. That's a bone. Okay. There you go. I think that's as much as I'm going to be able to do for now. The veg is ready. I need to sieve it. But I also need the jug. Oh, pan. Okay. Please stay warm. Please stay warm. Do not go cold. Need a spoon. Bit of veg. It's not everyone's favourite, but there's like one baby corn in here. I feel scammed. I wonder if I can ring up Mr. Tesco. Have a word. Oh, 2 baby corn. Damn. Been spoiled. Okay, that'll do. Now I need to strain my gravy. Actually, I'm going to leave the gravy going for a little bit longer, so it's as thick as I physically can make it. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Things are getting intense, guys. I'm stressing. I'm rushing. I'm panicking. Parsnip. Crispy parsnip. Crispy AF, I might add. Potato. Potato. 3 potatoes. Parsnip. Oh, I'll get the bitch parsnips, I guess. These ones are falling apart. Parsnip. Okay. All we've got left now is the gravy. How's it looking, guys? It doesn't look that much. I'm going to be honest with you. It looks less than I was hoping for. I was hoping for a plate that looked fuller, if that makes sense. Take a picture like this, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. What else could I have done? It's more veg. There's not enough veg there. I couldn't have done more potatoes because there just physically isn't enough space in the air fryer, and I really wanted to try out how crispy I could get them. Right, quit your whining. Who's the third plate for? Chat. I can turn this off now. That's off. I'm still sweating buckets. What time is it? Okay, I don't have that much time actually. Shit. Alright. This is going to be interesting. Let's see if I can do this without making much mess. I doubt it. I'm currently sieving the gravy. I did it probably in the wrong place. Okay. It's literally like a sauna in here right now. Alright, that's good. I've made a lot of mess, but I'll clear this up afterwards. I'm gonna have to put you here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get a teaspoon. I'm gonna try this gravy. Smashed it. Yeah, ish. Okay, I'm down with that gravy, I guess. Okay. Oh my god, I just literally don't have any work surface space. Let's take these over one by one. Alright gang, that is it. I'm done. I'm finished. Looks good? It does. I'm happy with how it turned out. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I need to go sit down and sweat. Take care everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.